Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Susan and we're going to do a nice little short Pilates class for you today. So, finding a nice comfortable place to hang out, all right, nice and quiet. You can put music on if you want. I don't know if you can hear mine. And you can set up your yoga mat or you can have a thicker mat if you'd like, all right? So again, I'm gonna go through the breathing, but before I do that, I want you to just be very careful, pay attention to how you feel, how you move. If there's anything you're gonna do that's gonna aggravate a condition or cause you pain or anything like that, think about it before you try it. And most things we do, I kind of can show you a few different ways to move and make little adjustments so that you can find a place that works for you. We're gonna try and do sets of 4 and hold for 4. So do what you can. If you can only manage 1 or 2 moves, stop whenever you need to, don't be shy. We take a lot of little breaks, and when we take a break, a little stretch, it would be normal breathing, and I will cue you on that. So, that being said, we're going to connect with our breath. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. When you exhale, I want you to suck your gut in. So basically engage your core every time you exhale. So we really got to think about the breathing, and I will cue you and remind you. So don't hold your breath, okay? Now, let's do a little warm-up. So Pilates stance, heels together, feet into a V. So the first 5 exhales only. I want thighs tight, pelvic floor, bring it up nice and tight, belly button to spine, buttocks nice and tight, and visualize you've got a belt and you're tightening your ribs. So basically all I want you to do is just kind of suck everything and just squeeze it as tight as you can and then release it. For the first inhale and exhales only. So standing tall, again, being aware of your posture. Relax the shoulders. Let's breathe. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Squeeze. Keep breathing. 2 more. 1 more. Squeeze. And that's it. And relax. Release. Now release the heels. Roll the shoulders out. That's normal breathing. Okay, so for the next, the rest of the warm-up, the rest of the class, I want you to focus when you exhale, just belly button to spine. So just kind of suck your gut in when you can, or on your exhales, all right? So let's warm up, all right? So again, do what you can, listen to your body. Inhale up, exhale. Now, when you exhale, if you want to have a loud forceful, keep going, exhale like the letter H in hollow, or pretend you're fogging up a window or blowing out a candle. It's the power of the exhale, belly button spine. That's all your power. Inhale up, in, down, and that's it. Roll the shoulders out. Okay, let's do some calf raises now. So here, let me show you this one first. You're going to come up on the balls of the feet, and you're going to come all the way down. So we're going to do 5 of them. And arms. Arms can come to the side of the body, help you with your balance. Excuse me, if you're a little more balanced, you want to go deeper, you can bring your arms up to the ceiling. So a little tip whenever we do any balance positions is stare at a spot on the floor in front of you. It'll help you focus. It'll help you with your balance. Don't look around because that'll throw you right off. Ready? Let's see what we can do. Inhale up. And nice and slow. Follow the rhythm of the breath. It's not a race. Again, up. And 2 more. And up. And the next time we're up, if you can, we're going to stay. And breathe. Come down slowly. Very slowly. Roll the shoulders out. Release any tension in the shoulders. Now I want you to release round the ankles. Shake the legs out. Release those calves right away. Okay, lovely. All right, so the next one is I want you to lace your fingers together, palms up, all the way up. If you can see me, I'll back up a little bit here. So standing tall, you can have your legs a little bit wider apart. So we're just going to lean from side to side, do a lateral stretch. So I want you to inhale, lean to the right. Exhale up. the left. So again, now we're really focusing on our obliques, the muscles in your back, and of course your abdominals, helping you move from side to side. Keep going, inhale. Just go as far as comfortable. You don't have to lean too far. Let your abdominals do all the work. Inhale. One more on both sides. And that's it. Bring it down all the way, roll the shoulders out. That's normal breathing, just a little rest. Okay, all right, so the next one we're going to do is working arms to the side of the body. Standing tall, inhale, arms back, look over the right shoulder. Exhale, arms down, look forward. Left. So a gentle warm up for the shoulders, a nice stretch for the chest, and a gentle neck stretch. Keep going. One more on both sides. And that's it. Roll it out. Shake it out. Okay, let's do a couple more. So the next one is called marching. So this one here is really going to start working, of course, the abdominals, but a lot of big muscles in the legs. So let me show you this one first. All I want you to do is you're going to inhale up, and then, so I want you to do a march, all right? So when you're marching, when you put your foot down, make sure it's anchored to the floor nice and flat. And when you bring your knee up, just bring it up as high as you can. It's comfortable for you, all right? Be aware this is going to, challenge your balance as well. So stare at that spot in front of you on the floor. Now your arms, you can have them out here. That helps you with your balance. But if you want to go deeper with this one, you could do it with genie arms if you want. I'll do genie arms. You can have your arms out here. So make sure you're standing nice and tall. And like I said, when you put your foot down, make sure it's nice and flat and anchored so it keeps you stable. And I'm going to do the right one. Inhale up. And inhale. Relax. Keep going. Inhale. Again. One more time, whatever side you're going to. And arms down, roll it out. Shake it out, shake those legs out. Okay, we're going to do one more. This is just a warm-up. So the next one, again, is similar to what we just did. So the left foot's going to be nice and anchored. What I want you to do here with the right one is just come up and down. That's it. So when you come down, you can tap your toe or you can hover. Just get your knee up. It doesn't matter how high, all right? You're going to find a place that is comfortable for you that you can easily manage. Now the left leg is supporting you. Try to relax the left leg. Left foot is anchored, standing nice and tall. Relax the shoulders. And again, arms to the side or genie arms if you want for this one. Let's go. Same leg only. Try to relax the leg you're standing on. This is going to really help you with your balance. Stare at that spot on the floor. Again, up. Next time you're up, stay. Come down. Roll the shoulders up quickly. Shake it out, shake it out. Let's try this out here. Right foot anchored, standing nice and tall. Being aware of your posture always. Decide where you want to put your arms. And up. Focus on the leg you're working with. Relax the one you're standing on. And up. Next time you're up, stay. And come down. All right, shake it out, roll it out. Okay, so now we're going to go right onto our backs from here. So again, with Pilates, I've got 2 yoga mats here. You can use a yoga mat. You can have 2 yoga mats. You can have a thicker mat. This particular mat here is a Pilates mat. It's a little bit thicker, and I use these. I have them for my students to use for their knees or their underneath anywhere they need extra padding. All right, so we're going to get onto our backs and do a few things down here. Now, everybody okay? So adjust your back and shoulders. So we're going to get our legs up to the ceiling. So again, with my classes, I always offer a nice strap. Now, This is if you have a hard time getting your legs up to the ceiling. Getting your legs up to the ceiling takes a lot of core strength. Our legs are really heavy. So let me show you what we're going to do, and then I'll show you how to use the strap. Now the strap is a really nice way to go, especially for beginners. If you don't know or you're not sure what you're doing, you can put the strap here. I'll show you right now. And this, you hold on to the strap, it'll help support your legs. And then you can just release the strap a bit open, and then close. But having the strap is a nice way to start for beginners, so it's not cheating, it's just a nice little modification. A lot of people use this, and then, it doesn't take long, especially if you continue your practice, of course, that you can get your legs up without straining. So what we're going to do here is called an open V. You're going to open your legs only as wide as the mat and then close. That's it. So when you do that, you're going to have the heels up, and then you're going to point your toes when you close, all right? So this again, make sure you're nice and comfortable on your mat. And if you needed a strap, you could use a belt or a tie or anything like that if that's handy for you. And up. Put your arms out wherever you want them to be. Make sure you're anchored. Open V. Go. Inhale. And then follow the breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, belly button to spine. Suck your gut in. Keep going. This is working again. Abdominal strength, inner thighs. And open. And one more. Now the next time you're open the legs, we're going to stay there. Open, stay, breathe. Close, bend, and hug. Now we're going to do a couple of stretches. Give yourself a hug. This is normal breathing. Slow down the heart rate, slow down the breath, and you can rock and breathe and stretch it out. So this particular stretch here, we're focusing on releasing the spine, stretching your lower back. You get a nice stretch for your legs too as well. Now the next stretch, this is stretch, just lengthening your legs. Put your arms out wherever you want them to be. So this particular position, this stretch and the hugging of the knees, those are the two go-to stretches we use when we're on our backs, all right? So stretch it out, stretch that belly out, stretch those legs out. All right, so we're going to keep going. So the next one is called single leg stretch and tug and hug. So I'm going to show you two ways to do this one here. So again, make sure you're nice and anchored. I'm going to show you the actual position, and then I'll give you the modified version. So first one, I'm going to be hugging my right knee. The left leg is hovering. I'm going to have my head and shoulders up. I'm going to inhale, exhale, switch, inhale, hug, switch. Now, having your head and shoulders off the floor takes a lot of core strength. If you're not sure, or it's really not going to be comfortable for you, keep your head and shoulders on the floor. Don't worry about it. You're still using the same muscles. It's just not as intense. All right. Now, if you have your head and shoulders off the floor, I'm just going to show you what I want you to do. Is they call it a chin knot. So the space between the chin and the chest about the size of your fist. So what I mean by that is if you get your head and shoulders off the floor and you got your chin way down here, well, you're cutting off your air supply. You can't breathe. So you got a little bit of space. That's for those of you who want to try that. That's really, you're going to get a lot of fire in the belly with that one. So we're going to do hug and single leg stretch. All right. So again, try it. And if you want to put your head and shoulders on the floor, do that. All right. So comfortable. Hug the right knee, get the left leg hovering off the floor. I'm going to do it this way. Ready? Inhale. Exhale, switch. Inhale, hug. And keep breathing. It's the same breath. Engage the belly button to spine. Suck your gut in when you exhale. Inhale, hug. Exhale, switch. Now, the next, not this one, the next knee you hug, we're going to stay. And breathe. One more. Switch. One more breath. Come down. Whew. All right, you should have felt that. Now stretch the legs out if you want. Now we're going to do a neck stretch. For those of you who have your head and shoulders off the floor, even if you didn't, Let's do this together, okay? So I want to release the tension in your neck. 2 fingers on the right side of your jaw. Very slowly and gently push your face to the left. This would be normal breathing. Slow down the breath. Slow down the heart rate. Let's release the neck. And then when you're ready, very slowly. The neck muscles are very tiny. It doesn't take a lot for them to be compressed. So you want to release them. Encourage the blood flow and the oxygen into your brain. Okay, now, guess what? If you want to do a quick little hug, do a quick little hug if you need to in between. And now we get to do both legs. So the next one is called tug and hug. So let me show you both ways and you can decide on what you're going to do. So, and I have the legs are going to be 1 o'clock. My arms are over my head. I'm going to inhale, hug, and exhale, like that. So, head and shoulders off or on the floor. Okay, now, I'm going to give you another position for your legs. If you're not very strong, 1 o'clock is good. If you're a little bit stronger and you want to go down a little lower, absolutely. All right, let me show you quickly. Like that, all right? So, get into position, find the place that feels the best that you can manage, okay? Don't overdo it. Ready? Keep your head and shoulders on the floor if that's the way you're going to do it. Head and shoulders off. Inhale. Exhale, hug. Inhale. Nice and slow. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. One more. Now, the next time you're out, stay. Hug. Stay. Come down. Whew. That you should have felt. Now, do your 2 stretches, hug and stretch, or stretch and hug. It doesn't matter what order, make sure you do them both. And slow down. This is a nice one. When you stretch your body, really nice, stretch your belly out. Slow down the heart rate, slow down that breath. And then don't forget your little hug. All right, lovely. Okay, so we are going to do one more. So the next one is called tic-tac-toe. So let me show you this one here. I'm going to move my body over so you can see what I'm doing here. So what I'm going to do here is my arms, I'm just going to have them out on the floor beside me. I'm going to have my legs in this position is called the table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to inhale, I'm going to exhale out. Inhale in, turn to the right, exhale out. So I'm going to inhale, my back is flat, I'm going to exhale out. I'm going to inhale, I'm going to just tilt a little bit to the left and exhale out. So when you tilt, you're just tilting a little bit. So a little bit of your body will come off the floor. You don't have to go far, all right? So again here, have the legs out at a comfortable position that's good for you. If you're a little stronger and you want to have your legs out a little lower, you can do it that way if you'd like. All right, so let's see if we can get a rhythm with the breath. Adjust your back and shoulders, make sure you're comfortable. Legs into table. Ready? Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale in, tilt to the right, exhale out. Inhale, flat back, center. Inhale in, tilt to the left, and out. So really keep going, focusing on, of course, abdominals, obliques, muscles in the back, and inhale. So I'm not tilting too far to the sides. I'm just leaning, rolling a little bit. And see, just a little bit. So the other part of half of my body is slightly off the floor. Exhale. Inhale in. Now we're going to do it 3 more times. Or 3 more positions. And this will be my last one. And that's it. Whew. And rest. Stretch the body out and just rest. Slow down that heart rate. Slow down the breath. Stretch that belly out, your quads, your hip flexors, and nice big hug. All right, perfect. Okay, so from here, we're going to very slowly bring ourselves up to a seated position. So take your time and come all the way up. All right, we'll get off the floor. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to do some stuff from here, from a seated position. So the next thing we're going to do is called open leg rocker. All right, so again, with our Pilates practice, we're working on strengthening our bodies. We work on flexibility, mobility, and balance, all kinds of wonderful things, but really want to strengthen our bodies. So very important that you pay attention to that breath. Okay, that breath is there to guide you, to help you control your movements as well. So don't hold your breath. All right, let's see what we can do here. First of all, I want you to roll the shoulders up. Roll the shoulders up, relax. So the open leg rocker. Anytime we're in a seated position, I want you to make sure your back is always straight. Your neck is long when you're looking forward, or if you want to look up to the ceiling a bit, that's okay. But I don't want you bowing your head and rounding your back. Sitting tall, being aware of your posture, using the nice strong muscles in your back along with your abdominals, okay? Everybody's got them, we're just gonna wake them up. So, let me show you this one here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rock up. I'm gonna start with one leg. I'm gonna inhale up and down. So, that's why it's important to have a straight back as best as you can. Then you don't roll over. That happens sometimes too, but you want to keep a nice balance. So when you get your leg up, if you can't get your leg here, 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 even if you just manage to move it a little bit, or even if you can't move it and you just kind of hang out here, that's okay. You're still using a lot of the same muscles, all right? So again, don't overthink it. Do what you can. We're going to do 4, rest, 4 on the other leg, and then we get to do both of them. So don't forget, we always got to do both. So hold on to the back of the legs, elbows wide, rock. Right leg only, go. Inhale up. And up. And this one here, as you get a little stronger, eventually you can release one arm, and eventually you can release both. But hold on to those legs. Stabilize yourself. One more time, up, and exhale. Next time you're up, stay. Come down. Pull yourself up. Now we're going to rest. Open up your knees gently. Now you can bow your head round your shoulders, round your back. So this is our go-to place whenever we do any seated positions. If you have to stop or you want to rest, you can come here. Slow down the heart rate, slow down your breath, and just hang out and rest. Okay, that's it. That's how it brings over. Great, roll the shoulders up. And again, take breaks whenever you want. Don't be shy. All right? So, shall we try the other side now? All right. Sitting nice and tall, hold on to the legs, rock up, and go. Inhale up. Concentrate, focus on what you're doing. One more. Now, the next time you come up, if you can, stay, breathe. Come down. Grab your legs if you're getting tired, slowly. If you find you want to stretch your legs up a bit more, it doesn't matter. I'm just showing you a nice place to come and rest, but if you want to kind of reconfigure your body and find a different place that you can relax, absolutely. All right. Now, you know, Pilates is not designed as a cardio. We get your heart rate up once in a while here, that's why we want to slow it down, but it's not, it's all about power. Okay. That being said, let's do both legs. So roll the shoulders out, roll them out. All right, just relax. Just do what you can. All right? Both. Go. Inhale. And up. Hold on to your legs. Next time you're up, stay. Come down, grab your legs if you're getting tired, pull yourself up gently, and go right into your stretch and rest. I enjoy the rest as well. All right, perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to work some hips. Okay, this is the only one we're doing today from a seated position. So roll the shoulders out. So now we're going to do some lovely hips. So this is where my lovely little pad comes in. Now, we're going to be laying along the length of the mat. So it doesn't matter how much padding you have on your body. You know what? The floor is still hard and your bones always find the floor. So if you don't have a pad like this, if you want to, use a little, like a thin pillow or a blanket or a towel, you know, anything that you have to make it more comfortable for you. And then you can enjoy and you can really get into what you're doing. So that being said, I'm going to lay along the length of the mat. Okay, so this is the position I'd like you to try and get into. All right, so again, my head is resting in my hand, or if you want, you can come down here, it doesn't matter. The side of my body's nice and anchored to the floor. This is my kickstand. I'm going to stay right here, it's going to stabilize me. Now the hips, my knees are going to be stacked, and the hips are nice and lined up. So what I mean by that is that you're not like this, you're not all crooked and cockeyed, nice and straight. We're going to do a few from here. So the first one is called a clam. So what we're going to do here, let me show you quickly. I'm going to keep my heels together, I'm going to open and close. That's it. So now we're focusing on the muscles around the hip, getting into the quad, the hamstring, pelvic floor muscles as well, glutes, of course, abdominals, lower back. We're really focusing on all the muscles around the hip. So again, take it easy. If you have issues with your hip, you know, once you start moving, if you find you can't open your little clam up very much, don't worry, just go where you can manage comfortably. All right, if you have to stop, just stop. Kickstands down, relax, go. Inhale, exhale, and open. So working the inner thighs, the hip adductors, abductors, flexors, open. And again, open and stay. Now, you know, if you find you do something that's going to start causing you pain, please think about it before you try it. Stop right away. Come down. Now we're going to rest. Now take the top knee, put it on the floor, rest, stretch the bottom leg out, bring yourself all the way down and rest. So this is our go-to little place to come to rest. So whenever we are on our sides doing hip stuff, you know, even you do one and you think, I'm done, come here and rest. This is a really nice stretch. You can feel a beautiful stretch right in here. And then you're going to release that bottom leg as well. Because we're not done yet. All right, let's get back to our little position. Legs, knees are stacked. Feet are stacked. Hips are lined up. Kickstand is down. The next one is called the book. So you're going to release the heel up and down. That's it. So when you bring your leg up, try not to have your leg, like your foot way up there. Try to line everything up to as high as your hip. So you're not opening the book very much. All right, so this is a little more powerful. Let's go. Inhale. And try to relax the rest of your body. Focus on exactly what you're doing. And up. A lot of power. Our leg's pretty heavy. Very heavy, actually. So a lot of core strength. Really working all the muscles in the leg. And up, stay around the hip, just keeping it up here. Breathe. Bring it down and rest. Stretch it out. Come all the way down. Bringing your upper body down like this is really important too, because you know, our head is really heavy. It weighs like 10, 11 pounds. So you're holding your head up, so you're working your upper body as well. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is we're going to do our inner thigh. So when you're ready, I'd like you to stretch both legs out. So you're going to stack your legs, hips are lined up. I'm going to give you 2 places to go. If you can, foot in front of the knee. Now, if this is really uncomfortable, because this is kind of rotating the knee and the hip, if you find, no, this is not going to be good, put it behind. Basically, what we're doing is we're lifting the bottom leg up and down. So you can put your foot behind if that's a little better for you. Absolutely. And then otherwise in front, right in front of the knee. So this is working the bottom leg, the inner thigh. So again, let's go. Inhale up and up. Don't worry about how high. Just get it off the floor if you can. 2 more. Up. And up. Stay. Breathe. 1 more. Come down slowly. Release the top leg. Now I want you to roll onto your belly. So this is our transition move to the other hip called a heel beat. So pelvis and hips anchored to the floor. So bring yourself all the way down. You can rest your chin on your stacked hands or lift your head up a bit if it's a bit stuffy there. What we're going to do is work our glutes. So again, knees on the floor, get your feet slightly off the floor, not way up here, nice and close. What we're gonna do is you're gonna kick your heels. That's it. All right, so I'd like to do 10 slow breaths. It's the same breath, but I want you to kick your heels as fast as you can. If it's too intense, just don't kick them as fast. And if you have to stop, stop. Don't be shy. So again, make sure you're nice and anchored to the floor, feet off the floor, go. Start kicking the heels as fast as you can and slow breath. Now these are called heel beats. This is specifically for your glutes, for your buttocks. Really engaging them, paying attention to that part of our body. They work very hard for us, so let's show them a little attention and a little love by doing some heel beats. Now while you're kicking, if you find it's too intense, just don't kick as fast if you want to keep going. You're still going to do the same thing. It's just the faster you kick, the more intense it is, the harder they're going to work. And two more breaths. And that's it. Relax your legs, let them go limp, relax your glutes. All right, so we're gonna do a little stretch before we get to the other hip, and this is called our little shell. So when we get into this position, come up very slowly because your back might feel a little tight, so don't rush the stretch. Come up super slow and open up the knees a bit wider, and then I want you just to lean back gently and just rest on the forearm and bow your head. You don't have to put your head on the floor. If you want to just do it this way, it doesn't matter. It's just a nice stretch. It'll stretch out your legs, stretch out your glutes is what I want you to focus on. And it's a nice hip stretch, but it's basically a full body stretch called the little shell. Okay, so guess what? Let's very gently and slowly flip ourselves over and let's get to the other hip. All right, so if you're using a little pad or a little extra, set it up underneath your hip so that you're comfortable. And let's try this side here now. So again, if this is the hip that gives you a little bit more grief, then be very careful and very gentle and just kind of reduce your movements if you have to. So again, preparing for our little clam. So again, I'm nice and anchored to the floor. My knees are stacked, hips are nice and lined up. Kickstand is down, heels together. Ready? Go. Inhale up and up. Great. And again, don't worry. You don't have to be aggressive. Don't force your body. Don't feel like you got to whip your leg up. Even if you move a little bit, you're still using the same muscles. It's just that some people are a little stronger, maybe a little more flexible. They can go further. Some people don't move very much. You don't go very far, but you're still using the same muscles. You're getting the same effect. Some people don't have to move very much to get where they need to be. Everybody's a little different. One time up, one more up, stay, breathe. Bring it down and rest. Slowly, very gently. Whenever you get into your little stretch, move your body, ease yourself in and ease yourself out. There's no rush. You don't force the stretch. Because if you do that, if you rush and try and force your body to stretch, all it's going to do is do the opposite. It'll get tighter and take even longer. So you're nice and gentle and just let it go. Slow down the breath and your body says, thank you, a little rest. And then you're ready to go a little further, a little bit more. Okay, so back into position, lined up. Let's do our little book. Ready? Open, inhale, close. Keep breathing. Inhale completely, belly button to spine, suck that gut in. And up. Now the next time you're up, stay. Breathe. Bring it down and rest. Very gently. And it feels good. Your body thanks you. It doesn't take long. If you get into a regular practice, you create the muscle memory as well for the moves we do, but also for the resting time. Your body knows exactly what it needs to do, and it doesn't take long to release the tension as it accumulates. Let's come back up, and let's do the inner thigh. So stack everything nice and lined up. Again, if you can, foot in front. If this is really uncomfortable, put it behind. All right, ready? Inhale up, and again, it doesn't matter how high it goes. It's the same movement, the same muscles are being engaged, and inhale. Remember, it's not a race, it's not a contest. All right, so, and up, stay, breathe. Down. Perfect. Now, we're going to roll onto our backs and do a lovely stretch called the reverse pigeon. Stretch these lovely hips up, right? So, onto your back carefully. Now, this is just a stretch, so it'll be normal breathing. Adjust your back and shoulders, make sure you're comfortable. Left leg up, bend the knee a little bit. Take the right foot, use your hands. Place it just below the knee or above the knee. One hand on the right knee, one behind the left thigh. Now, if you can, just pull gently. Even just being in this position, you should feel it. So you don't have to go far. This is called the reverse pigeon, specifically to release the right hip area. All right, if you want to go deeper, just pull a little more. This is a very dynamic stretch, so you should feel it. So don't overdo it. If you want to have a straight leg, if you want to bend your knee, if you want to put your left foot on the floor and maybe use both hands for the knee and give yourself a little stretch, absolutely. All right. Give your body time to release, to decompress. Now, when you're ready, you can go to the other side. And you can decide if you want to have a straight leg, bend her on the floor. And when I do my left hip, I have to really give it a deep to get the stretch that I need. The other side, not so much. So that's what I mean by you listen to your body, you pay attention to what your body needs without overdoing it. That's when you injure yourself. And slowly release and go do your other two stretches. Your hug, stretch that lower back out right away. This will lengthen your spine. This stretches your legs out too, but we really want to release that lower back. And then don't forget your full body stretch. So as we work on strengthening our abdominals, the core muscles, the lower back, everything works together. So if you have a weak lower back, usually you have a weak core and vice versa. So that's why it's so important to release that lower back a lot. All right, perfect. So we're going to do one more. So from here, once you're done your stretches, I just want you to roll onto your belly. So very gently and carefully, let's get onto our bellies. And then from here, we are going to do some swimming. All right, so onto your belly, flip over here so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so again, pelvis and hips nicely anchored to the floor, and let me get this out of my way. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to reach out. Pelvis and hips anchored to the floor. So this one here again is upper body, lower body coordination. Let me show you quickly. So when you're in this position, try to make sure you look at the floor. If you want to look forward, just be aware that you don't strain your neck. So it's a little easier on your neck if you look at the floor. So anyways, that being said, right hand, left leg, left arm, right leg, I'm going to inhale up and then come down. That's it. So just get them, they're not going to get very high, just get them off the floor. Now when you come down, you can tap or you can hover. So again, when you lift the leg up, try to focus on using your glute and your hamstring, not your lower back. This is to strengthen your lower back, but use your glute. There's lots of power there, all right? Help you lift that heavy leg up. Ready? Left arm, right leg, go. Inhale up, and then and up. And this is our swimming. 2 more. Inhale up. Now the next time you're up, we're going to stay and breathe. Come down. Slowly relax. All right, take a little break, relax your legs. We're going to go right away to the other side, okay? So, everybody's okay? Right arm, left leg. Go, inhale, exhale. 2 more. Now the next time you're up, stay. Come down slowly and gently. All right, so from here, we're going to get up onto our hands and knees. All right, going to do a little stretch. So come up very slowly in case you're a little tight. Hands and knees. This is our table. We're gonna do some cat and cow. So, normal breathing. Head up, sacrum up, C-scoop, spine. And then arch the back, chin to chest, belly button to spine. Keep going all the way up. And when you arch the back, this is where you really stretch that spine out, release upper back, beautiful stretch for the lower back. When you come up, you get a stretch into your abdominals, into your chest. We do a lot of this in our yoga class as well, but in Pilates, it's just a stretch. And up. And release everything. Perfect. From here, bring yourself to straight, neutral position. All right, so we're going to do one more from here. And this one is called the bird dog. So let me show you this one now. So again, this is why I offer little pads if you find you need extra padding for your knees, even your wrists. And if you're on a yoga mat, you can also double up the pad to make it a little easier for your wrists. So that being said, let me show you bird dog. From here, quick little demo. Right knee comes off the floor, left hand. I'm going to inhale as I stretch them out. Exhale, come back to position. So when you bring your arm and leg out, level to your back is good, lower is just fine. You don't have to have them any higher. All right, so a little bit of coordination with this one here. Now, when you're doing this, make sure the right arm is nice and straight. This is anchoring, supporting your upper body. Left knee and hip are supporting your lower body. Right knee up, left arm, hand up, go. Inhale out, and make sure you're looking at the floor. Inhale out. Challenging your balance as well. Go. 2 more. Next time you're out, stay. Come down, knee on the floor, go into your little shell and have a little rest. Shake that arm out if it's tired. Okay, great. Now, we're almost done. Let's do one more. Let's try the other side now. So get back into position. Now here again, it's going to be the right arm, left leg. Left arm, make sure it's nice and straight, supporting your upper body. Right knee and hip, nice and straight. Left knee up, right hand, go. Inhale out, and go. Exhale. Again. Next time you're out, stay. Come down, knee on the floor, shell. And just rest. Perfect, come up. All right, so from here, let's get ourselves off the floor. So everybody up. Let's get off the floor now. Okay, we're gonna do a few stretches and we're done. So roll the shoulders out, shake the hands out, shake those legs out, get all the kinks out. All right, so now I want you to get into a nice big V, a nice wide V. Get all this junk out of the way here. All right, so a few stretches. This is normal breathing, so let's slow everything down and let's cool the body down. Right arm up and lean to the left. Really want to stretch things out, cool your body down, release the tension that might have accumulated with all the different things we've done, the tight muscles. Come up, use your abdominals to help you move, and a nice lateral, V lateral stretch. Nice lateral flexion of the spine as well. Come up, right out here, reach. Come all the way up to the ceiling, reach, touch that ceiling. And then from here, we're going to do a V straddle split, so hinging at the hips. Now, if you need to open up your legs wider. Now, if this is going to make you dizzy to come down here, put your hands on your thighs or your knees and just come halfway if you find that's easier for you. Otherwise, come all the way down. Fingertips, knuckles, hands on the floor. If you can do it with a straight leg, if you need to bend your knees, it's just a stretch, don't worry about it. V straddle split. Walk your hands to the left. just until you feel the left hamstring release, inner thigh of the right leg, and the right side of your body. Coming to center, wander over to the other side. Coming to center. We're going to come back up, bend the knees if they're not already bent. Come up very slowly so you don't get dizzy. All the way up. Legs together. And give yourself a big hug for joining me today. And a clap and we're done. Okay, so that was our little lovely class, Pilates class. So again, my name is Susan and thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you enjoyed that. And stay tuned, we'll do some other classes coming up. Check out the my yoga class and also my chair yoga if you're interested. So thanks again for joining me. It's the almost the end of July already, so we'll be back in class before you know it. And take care of yourself, go outside, get some fresh air, get some sun on your face, put your sunscreen on, and find something that makes you happy. Go out and play. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon.